Oh, welcome back, my gardening friends. Well, I just wanted to give you an end of season update on the Mecco potato grow bags, vegetable bags, whatever you'd like to say. In here was the Nantes 5 carrots, but as you know, the mice and rats had a field day. So in this one on this side, we've got 2 seed potatoes, Rocket First Earlies. Now, these were sown in March. I haven't got any rockets saved, so I've got to remember not to eat them. Mrs. K, do not eat them. One feature on these that we weren't sure about was these clear labels where you can actually slide in and out, and this one's been out in all the elements since March. I bought them in recently because of the horrific weather that we've been having. This one on this side has succumbed, but the actual plastic label is still intact. It isn't brittle, so is probably still good. I'll just adjust you now so that I can check and see if we've got any potatoes that we can harvest through the door. So these have got the Velcro little doors, and we can use the Velcro there to actually get the potatoes. So if you planted some early potatoes and you wanted to harvest a few without disturbing the plant at the top, you could scrat a few out and take those and have them for your tea, dinner, whatever you have them. Pop the Velcro back on, and that's holding pretty firmly, even though it's not quite there. The handles are really well stitched. I'm quite impressed with the way they've stitched those, because when you do lift them up, they do crease naturally along that edge, and I've had no issues at all. Let's have a look at what we've got, and then we'll see how the bags have stood up to 10-11 months of outdoor living. Well, quite impressed with these potatoes. Rocket First Earlies harvested at the end of December. They're still quite firm, even though the soil compost is a little bit drier than I would like it for this time of the year. And as you can see, Rocket First Earlies, they've been brought into the polytunnel and thought, yay, let's get growing. Now, you know what I'm going to do with this, don't you guys? This is going back into that bag without it being disturbed, because I'd like some new potatoes in March. Just make sure you're still up and running. I'm not talking to myself like normal. This has probably had a few goodies in it. And this homemade compost, it'll go back into this container. We've got one there that's reached the surface, that's gone green. Now this can be used as a seed potato, because they are poisonous when they're green. Please remember that. I'll have a proper look in that compost. That one didn't get away. So, not a bad harvest. We're not washing these. Remember, you don't wash potatoes that you're going to be putting out to seed. And this one will be going. It's chitting all over the place. We'll try not to disturb that. There's the roots coming out. So actually, the roots come out where the shit goes into the potato, nowhere else. So you can cut these potatoes up like we've done in the past. But we started off with 2 potatoes, and that's what we've got back. So I've been able to increase my stock of Rocket First Earlies, and I'll be planting these now successionally. As they chit, I'll be planting them into these bags or any other bags that I've got lying around to use again. And I'll probably add some manure and other goodies to these bags to get a nice crop ready in the end of March, February, beginning of March time, we'll see. A little bit of compost in the bottom, a good handful of 6X. We'll mix that up, and I'll put some more compost in the bottom. 2 seed potatoes, and I'm going to be very careful how I treat this chit. These will go into the greenhouse grow room at home. We don't want to damage me chit, do we? Get that topped up there, nice and gently. So I've just made up one of my labels. I'll use the Eddings 750 paint marker pens, and I didn't try this before. I'm going to slip it in, but now it fits. So that'll do that one, and we'll reuse the other label. I'll get that one all done. I'll just set you back. So second bag, 2 large, but I found another one with a bit of a chit on it. You're probably saying, why am I wearing 2 odd gloves? Because that's all that was in the skip. Bum down, chits up. I found a carrot. This is the Edding 750 paint marker. I bought a box of 10, very useful. I now don't have to redo my labels. I'll just keep them all boxed up and reuse them as necessary. Replace that label with that one, and this one I've flipped it over, so we'll try it again and see how this goes. These will go into the grow room. Please remember, don't water potatoes that are just whole big potatoes like that. There's enough water and moisture in those potatoes to make it last until they come to the surface. Once they come to the surface about this high, I'll start watering. We don't want to rot the seed potato at all, so especially this time of the year. Hope you've enjoyed that. Thumbs up, thumbs down for the interaction. Leave me a comment, and maybe let us know when you start planting your potatoes, especially here in the UK. I like to try and get a successional sowing and harvesting all throughout the year. I'll leave them in the containers, I'll leave them in the ground, but you'll see that in the end of year 2021 allotment review and tour. And yeah, thank you very much, my friends. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, ta-ra for now. Don't eat the potatoes, Mrs. K.